Hi, I'm Dave Worzel, and you're watching PHTV4, and we are at the Palos Heights Police Department for National Night Out. And maybe we're going to start there. On my left, I've got Police Officer Kevin Apostle, who's also in charge of Community Relations Services. And Officer Apostle, can you tell us first, what is National Night Out? Because there's a really cool environment here. There's a ton of people walking around, and families and kids. What is the... What's the event itself, though?
Sure. So National Night Out has been going on since the early 80s, and basically the concept of it is to get the community out here to enjoy a crime-free environment. For us specifically, we have the police department, which is open as an open house. We have several different partners of ours, being our two fire departments, Palos Heights Fire Protection District and Palos Fire Protection District, along with Illinois State Police, who come out with their canine. So we want to give people an idea of what it is that we do as public safety and the police. And then in addition to that, we brought a bunch of local services out here to put themselves on showcase. So that's essentially what we're all about.
Sounds like a nice community event. I do want to ask about the national part. So you said start in the 80s, but it's a national event. So this is going on all over the country? Is it going on the same day all over? How does that happen?
It is. The main event is in August, but some departments choose to do a October date. So we figure it's a nice touch to do it in August because everybody's kind of gearing up to go back to school and their normal lifestyles, and it's just a good time. It's warm out. It's nice to be out here outside with the community.
Yeah. How long has Palos Heights been doing this?
So it seems to be a long time. I'd say the better half of 10 years, but I could be wrong. It's been a while that we've been doing that. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for the community, as you said, to come out and meet some of the officers, meet some of the services that are provided. And it looks like it's a lot of fun too.
It is.
I'm watching people walk around eating, and I know you've got food here, and the kids. There's the balloon stuff, the inflatables, and you got all kinds of families. So thank you for hosting this event, and let's go check out some of the guests and vendors here. All right, we have a special opportunity here. We're with Chief of Police for Palos Heights, Bill Czajkowski. Thank you, Bill, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Taking a minute. And, you know, obviously it's a great evening. A lot of great stuff going on. And I want to ask you about tonight. But before we get to that, I know you've been with the Palos Heights Police Department for quite a while.
Yes. Relatively
Relatively newly appointed as a police chief. Can you give us your background as an officer and how you got to where you are now?
Sure. I've been with the department since 1988. I started as a part-time police officer, became a full-time police officer, and in 1993 I went and served with the United States Customs Service on our narcotics task force. I came back in 1999 and I was promoted to sergeant. From sergeant I was promoted to deputy chief, and in March of 2023 I was promoted to chief.
All right, congratulations. I was at the council meeting. I was happy for you. That was a cool thing. How about, what was the inspiration for you to pursue this path, like to be an officer or to move up the way you did?
Well, I come from a family of public servants. My mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters, everyone was in public service, so it's just something that always kind of motivated me. I guess I gravitated towards it.
All right. Well, thank you, and thank your family. All right, great inspiration, obviously. All right, so how about let's come back to this National Night Out. I mean, this is a lot of great things going on here tonight. We got all kinds of cool equipment. Matter of fact, what is this guy behind us? Because obviously this is not for the regular road here. This is something different.
No, it's not. You're correct. This is a Kubota, and we use this vehicle for specialty patrols. Lake Catherine, the trails throughout the city, parks. So it's primarily a summer detail that we do, but it gets us out into the community.
Okay. I was say between this, and I know we've got a drone there, and you've got e-bikes and a lot of cool stuff. I mean, one thing, this is the older guy in me, like, how do you guys pay for all this? Because you have a lot of great equipment, and I'm sure it's critical to doing the best job you can do. How do you manage that?
Well, we do. We have a very highly trained police force. We have a lot of specialty equipment. The equipment we got is basically we participate in several federal task forces. So based on those federal task forces, our officers that seize assets, we bring the assets back to the community. So that frees up money within the community For instance, the drone, the station, our cars, the specialty equipment is all paid for out of drug asset forfeiture fund.
So I guess a double bonus for doing your job then. I mean, thank you that you're able to get this. Double bonus, you can do your job and you can help increase or improve the equipment you guys need, right?
Yes, definitely.
How about then the last thing, National Night Out here. Again, like I said, it's a great crowd, a lot of cool things going on. For you, especially as Chief of Police, but also for Palos Heights, why is this night so important?
It's an opportunity for us to be with the community, see neighbors that we might not see. We're in a society where everyone's locked in, they're on their phones, they're playing video games, we're in our cars. So it's an opportunity to get people out of the house, especially since COVID, where we can just kind of collaborate with the community and show the community what we offer to the city. We have a lot of social service agencies out here. So it just gives us an opportunity to somewhat showcase what we have in the community.
You're right. Showcase, and like you said, you've got the other services out here. And I like the idea, like, put the phone down for a minute. I mean, there are families here, and the kids are running around, and they're playing on the equipment.
Yes.
A lot of cool things going on. Well, Officer Chakowski, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Chief of Police, congratulations. I hope you have a good long run here. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Officer Jake Wiegand. Did I get your name right?
Yes, you did.
All right, and you're part of SWAT, right?
Yes, I am. Part of the 5th District SWAT team.
5th District SWAT team for Palos Heights,
Yes.
right? Can you, first of all, you were an officer before that, and then can you talk about what your background was and then how you transitioned to SWAT?
Yeah. I first started off with the Federal Reserve Law Enforcement Division. Then I went to the University of Chicago, worked in the city for about 2 years, and then came here, worked patrol, and then the SWAT position opened up, and I put in for it and was lucky enough to land it.
How long have you been to SWAT?
I've been on the team for about a year and a half now.
And what was the draw for you? Like when you look over the course of your career, the path to get you here, did you always know you wanted to be part of SWAT? And if you did, what was the thing about it that made you interested in it?
Yeah, I knew from the very beginning, before even getting my career started as a law enforcement officer, the draw was that me personally, I don't know about everybody else, I always looked at them as the best of the best, and I wanted to be the best of the best. And they're always the guys that are there when normal patrol division or normal police officers who are looked at as the heroes can't do anything. So we get called in, and we're the guys that mop it up.
Yeah, no, especially difficult or challenging or critical moments. How about, so a night like tonight, National Night Out, what is it? Why is it important to you or important to the community and the police department?
Well, a lot of people, if we're doing our job right, don't really know all the great work we're doing, because it's nightly, daily that stuff goes on where we're able to take care of it without the public knowing about it. For the community, it's a night for everybody to come in and see the ins and outs of our daily routine and stuff we do that they might not know about. So it's great to have everybody out here.
Yeah, to meet you guys away from this, and you bring up a really good point. We can all sleep a little better, like you said. Things are getting taken care of, maybe sometimes that we're not aware of, or maybe we don't hear about until much later, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Officer Wiegand, and enjoy a beautiful night. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Lindsay Vanderlaan, who's a police officer of the Palos Heights Police Department. I think this is, as a police officer, your first National Night Out, even though you've been around. Can you give us your background in Palos Heights and how long you've been on the force here?
Yeah, I worked in the records department for about 2 years. And then I actually worked as a police officer for a different department, and then I transferred back to Palos Heights. So I've been back at Palos Heights for about 6 months now. Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Congratulations. Good to have you here. I'd like you to speak to, as an officer in the department in Palos Heights, why is this event so important to the community and to the officers? Like, what do you see that is something that really is important or good that comes out of this?
Sure. I think most of the time when people interact with the police, it's because they call 911 because, it might be the worst day that they've had so far in their life. So having events like this, we're able to have just regular conversations with people. They're able to see us in a more human light and just talk to us like normal people. So it's good to be able to talk to people when in a getting their information, asking them what happened. So it's good to be able to, have events like this and talk to the community just like the regular people that we are.
Right. I was going to say, it's a very social event, and people are running around and they're playing games and they're smiling, they're here with their families, and it looks like a great opportunity. Well, Lindsay, thank you very much. Thank you for your service, I guess enjoy the night, because it looks like it's
it's a beautiful night. It could be a lot hotter and more humid, so it's a beautiful night. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, we've got a special opportunity here. We're with two state police officers who work with the K-9 unit. So I'm going to try and introduce all three. On my right, I've got Officer Brian Apostle. On my left, I've got Officer Sean Martinez. And I don't know, is it Officer Raider? What do we call him, Sean?
K-9 Raider. K-9 Raider's fine.
K-9 Raider. All right, so let's talk first. Or how about you, Brian? First, your background as a police officer and in the K-9 unit. How long have you been doing this?
I've been a police officer for approximately 12 years. I was with Palos Park part-time for a year and a half before going to the state police, and I've been with the state police for about 10 years. 3.5 years of that has been with working with the K-9 unit, and it's been a pleasure. It's been awesome.
What do you like about the K-9 units compared to like the other parts of the job?
With the K-9 unit, we get to work with a lot of different agencies. The undercover units, the narcotics units. We just get to go to a lot of events that maybe a regular patrolman wouldn't be able to do.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. How about this? Your dog is here, not right here with us, but what's your dog's name, and how long have you been with him?
Sure.
Same 3.5?
Yeah, I've been with Ace for 3.5 years. Yep.
Okay. All right. And then, Sean, how about Officer Martinez? You've been with Raider for 2 years, you said?
Yes, sir. It's been 2 years.
Okay, and then how did you get started in the K-9 unit, and how do you like this? Is your background in it and what were you before you joined the K-9 unit?
So actually, this tall, handsome man right here, I looked up to Brian a lot, and just seeing the work and everything he was doing for the department with his dog, it really opened my eye, and then I started kind of researching it, and then he actually took me under his wing and taught me the ropes and showed me around, and I fell in love with it since then.
Good, and we were talking earlier, and I didn't think about it before. So Raider works for the state police, but where does he live, and how long will his career go, and what happens to him after his career as an officer?
So he lives with me at home. He's a firecracker, as you can see. He can't stop moving. So he'll work probably. Usually this breed, that's why we go to them, the Dutch Shepherds. So he'll work about 10 to 11 years. And then after that, he's going to be on the couch eating potato chips with me. So
That sounds like a good retirement, Raider. And same thing, is your dog also a Dutch Shepherd? And
You know what? He is a German Shepherd, and he's 4.5 years old.
okay, and will he be with you also then?
Yes, yeah, he stays at home with me now, and then after he retires, he'll be a home dog, a couch dog.
That's a nice story to hear. And then I want to ask, National Night Out. It's across the nation. It's a big event. For you as state police officers in the K-9 unit, but just in general, why is this event important, or how does it work with you and the community?
Yeah, we've been doing this event. I think this is my 4th year coming to National Night Out, specifically in Palos Heights here. And it's just within the department, it's a great event because we get to network, with working with Palos Heights, with the Palos Heights Police Department, the firefighters, whatnot. And then for the public to come, they can ask any questions they want to us. I know that a lot of them, don't have an understanding of what we do, and we try to answer that for them. So it's a great opportunity for them to come out and just talk with us and network with them.
I was going to say, it is a rare opportunity. How often, unless you know somebody personally, how often you get this chance? Officer Martinez, what about you? What about this event works for you as an officer and and for the community? I know Raider, Raider, you want to be on camera too. You got something you want to say?
I think it's important just for building relationships with the public. More times than not, when you interact, it's usually not the most positive thing. So it's good for us to be out here and kind of show face. A lot of officers have their families here and show that we're human too.
Yeah, it is. What a tremendous opportunity to develop that type of relationship and to see people in that other setting and be able to talk about things that are not related to some unfortunate event at a time, right?
Absolutely.
Officer Apostle, thank you very much. Officer Martinez, thank you. Officer Raider, thank you. A good career in there. All right. All right. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
yes, it's National Night Out, but we've got everybody here, all kinds of great things going on. And with me right now, Palos Heights Fire Department, we have a couple reps with us. On my right, Lieutenant Steve Thompson. On my left, Nick Willington. And you guys have both been here in the past. Maybe first, how about your background, how you got into the fire department first?
I've been in the service for 16 years. Just went to paramedic school, went to fire school, and got on here.
How did you decide, like, what about it was the draw or the attraction for you?
I just like helping people. I'm not like a 9-to-5 type of person, and this is the schedule that I like. And
I was going to say, I have some friends who are firemen. Yeah, there's nothing 9-to-5 about this.
No, not at all.
All right, how about, Nick, how about you?
I think just ever since being a little kid, I always had the support with the community. I wanted to give back, and I think, going on those important calls, envies with those people, be there when they need the help. And we like to do the National Night Out for the police and the fire to let the community know that we're here for everybody.
I'd say it is a big, that's a big part of it, because unfortunately, probably in a lot of your situations, if you're called to an event, that's a serious thing going on, or there's trouble, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is a chance to meet the community and let them, see how you guys work, meet you in your facilities. Having done it in the past, what do you like best about this night?
I think it's enjoying the night with the food, the ice cream. The police officers come out, they show the dogs, and I think it's a good night for everybody. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
It is. It's a nice social thing. How about for you?
Yeah, a lot of times when they call us, it's usually in a time of need, or emergency. Just nice to see the people not being in that situation. We get to show them the cool things that we have, let them play with a couple of the tools, and it's just nice.
It is to have that kind of fun and relaxed moment, right? Well, both of you, thank you very much for your service. We really appreciate it. Enjoy the night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.